Hello everyone. So in the last video we were discussing about the sense organ chapter. In this video also we are going to continue with that chapter. In the last video we had discussed about the first sense organ, the eye, the structure of the eye, mechanism of the eye, how the eye is functioning, and how we are going to see the objects as well as the defects of the eye. In this video we are going to discuss about our ear, the second sense organ, and we will discuss about the structure of the ear, the functions of the ear, as well as how we are able to hear the sound and other things too. What is the main function of the ear? Ear is responsible for balancing of our body as well as for hearing the sound. That is the two functions that ear is performing. Okay, for the balancing of our body as well as for hearing the sound. This is a major function of the ear that it is performing. Next, the ear is consist of the three parts: outer ear, middle ear, and the inner ear. Three parts of the ear is there. So let us begin with the structure of the ear. You are able to see one diagram here, diagram of the ear. This part of the ear is known as the outer part of the ear, and outer is known as the one lobe is present on the outside of the ear. This lobe is known as the pinna part. This outer lobe of the ear. Okay, this is known as a pinna part. And what is the main function of the pinna? Pinna is performing only one function in our ear, for capturing the sound. Okay, it is responsible to get the sound and sending it inside the ear. So that is the function pinna is doing, only getting the sound and sending it inside. That is the function. Next is known as the auditory canal as well as the ear canal. This is also the part of the outer ear. What is the main function of the ear canal or auditory canal? The sound that waves that are coming from the pinna part, they are entering to the ear canal, and ear canal is sending that sound waves to the eardrum. That is the function only. The sound wave entering from the pinna, the ear canal is responsible to give the path to that sound so that that sound will enter to the middle ear or to strike with the eardrum. This part is known as the eardrum. So this is the outer part, pinna part, auditory canal as well as the eardrum. Up to here, this is the outer part of the ear up to eardrum when the sound will strike. Okay, that is the function of the eardrum. Next one, in the eye, the smallest bone of our body is present. 3 bones are present in each ear, means total 6 bones are present in our ears. 3 bones, what are the names of the ear, bones of the ear? Hammer, anvil or stirrup. It is also known as a malleus, incus and the stapes. These are the 3 smallest bones that are present in our ear, and stapes is known as the smallest bone of our body. That is the very smallest bone that is present in our ear, and it is known as the smallest bone of our body. So these 3 are present in the middle ear, and these 3 are known as the ear ossicles. Ossicle or it means bones. So these are the ear ossicles: hammer, anvil and the stirrup. Stirrup is attached with the window. In the ear, 2 type of windows are present. First is known as the oval window and the second one is known as the round window. What is the function of these windows? These windows are responsible to send this sound wave in the inner ear. So that is the point of contact that are attaching the middle ear with the inner ear. They are responsible to send the sound wave that is entering through the through this eardrum to the inner ear. So that is the function they are performing, oval window and the round window. Next one is the eustachian tube. Eustachian tube is responsible to send that sound wave to the inner ear, and as well as eustachian tube is also performing one more function. Eustachian tube is responsible to connect the ear with the throat. Okay, you know that in the eye, in our nose as well as in our ear, there is one connection between these 3 sense organs. They are attached with each other, and they are attached with the help of ear is attached with them with the help of eustachian tube, and from the eustachian tube it is connected with the throat. That's why whenever you will apply sometime you will put some type of ear drops in your eye, ear drop in your ear, then you will taste that in your throat too with the help of eustachian tube, because they are entering to your throat. Okay, so that is the function of eustachian tube. This is all about the ear, middle ear. In the middle ear, ear ossicles are present, as well as oval window, round window, and eustachian tube is present. Okay, their functions also I told you. What is the function of oval window and round window? They are sending that sound wave to the inner ear. Next one part is the inner ear. In the inner ear, semicircular canals are present, and what do you mean by these semicircular canal? You are able to see this part. Okay, this part is known as the this is the inner ear. Okay, as well as the this is also known as the membranes of the labyrinth. Membranes of labyrinth, because in this one the snail type structure is present, a structure that is round in the shape, and it is also giving the appearance of the outer shell of the snail. Okay, so that's why it is known as the this part is known as the labyrinth, membranes of the labyrinth. Here is a diagram also. I had made one more diagram of this part only, inner part. So this is the inner part of your ear, how it is performing the function, and what is the function of this one. In this one, the semicircular canals are present. These type of canals are present in it, and these are known as semicircular canals, and the end of these semicircular canals are known as the ampulla. Okay, and these ampullas or these semicircular canals are attached with this part. This is known as the cochlea part, and this cochlea part having the appearance like a snail shell. Okay, when the sound wave is entering to it, in this part the fluid is present. Okay, endolymph and perilymph fluid is present, that is responsible for the balancing of our ear, the balancing of the sound. When the sound is entering to this part of the shell, it is moving in this shell, and the fluid that is present here in this part is giving the balance to that sound. Afterward, that sound, with the help of this auditory nerve and the other nerves, those are present here, that are responsible to send this sound to our brain for the interpretation, for getting that which kind of sound we are hearing, whether that is the sound of any animal, any insect, or the other sound also. So that are giving us the information that you are you are listening this kind of sound. That is the function of these ones. So I hope that about the structure of the eye you have cleared. Okay, and eardrum also known as the tympanum. Okay, tympanum or the eardrum. This is all about the structure of the ear. I will tell you about the two other functions also. You know that ear is responsible for the two type of balancing: static balancing and dynamic balancing. Static and dynamic. Now, what do you mean by static and dynamic? Dynamic means when you are in the position of motion. Okay, dynamic balancing means you are in the position of motion, and static balancing when you are on the static position, you are on the stationary position, you are on the rest position. So which part of the eye are responsible to give you the balance in that two positions, in the motion as well as in the rest positions? You know, in the ampulla parts are responsible for the dynamic balance of the eye. This part is known as the ampulla part, and this ampulla part is responsible for the dynamic balance of your eye. And the second one is known as these two parts, utriculus and the sacculus part. This swollen part, utriculus and sacculus, this is collectively known as the vestibule of the eye, vestibule of the ear, and this vestibule of the ear is responsible for the static balance of the ear. So hope you understood about the static balance and the dynamic. Dynamic is maintained by the ampulla part, and static with the help of a vestibule. Now we are going to discuss that how we are able to hear the sound. First, as I told you, with the help of pinna, the sound is entering to your ear. Okay, auditory nerve or auditory canal is giving the path to that sound. Afterward, that sound is striking with this eardrum. After striking here, the ear ossicles, with the help of these ear ossicles, this sound is entering to the inner part with the windows, oval window and the round window. It is entering to the inner part of ear, and from here it is entering to this part, the cochlea part, and here the fluids are present, those are responsible to give the balance to this sound, and from here with the help of these nerves, the auditory nerves, this is going to your brain for the for getting the information that which kind of sound you are hearing. So by that way our ear are responsible to hear the sound and are responding to it. So this is all about my topic, the ear topic. So students, this is your home assignment. You have to do or write the functions of the structures of the eye. Make a chart and write the whole structures of the eye as well as their functions on your notebooks. Functions of structures of eye. Thank you very much. Hope you understood.